Woman celebrates son's release from prison. A week later, he kills her and his 15-year-old little brother. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have a son fresh out of prison killing his mother and his 15-year-old little brother. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. We're more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. Daryn Donta Jenkins, recently released from prison, is charged with first-degree murders of his mother, Dana Vanessa Jenkins, and his 15-year-old brother, Daryn Cox. The killings occurred just 1 week after Jenkins' release, prompting shock and grief within the family and Wilson, North Carolina community. Authorities are investigating the motive behind the double homicide and has urged anyone with information to contact them as soon as possible. Okay. Let me see. Let me give a little background on this gentleman before I give you my thoughts. Now, Jenkins had been released days earlier after serving time for a 2021 break and enter and larceny charges, with Dana celebrating his return on a Facebook post saying, "My baby's home, Lord, I thank you." I think in hindsight, I would not have said that. I understand the premise of it, but no, it was not a blessing. It was actually a curse that he got out. So he had a decent rap sheet as far as charges. Nothing to this extent, but I'm kind of guessing he missed the boys out in prison. You know, that's the reason why he kind of went on and sealed the deal on this one. I don't know. You know what they say about, the guys when they get out of prison, they always turn right back around and go right back in. It's like they're not rehabilitated, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to dive in from right here. Now, it said, let me give you something else to kind of chew on. The victims' deaths have left their family and the local community grieving. Dana Jenkins' cousin, Juanilla Kornegay, described her as a kind, devoted mother who worked hard to support her youngest son. She was a very sweet person. She's always smiling. She went to work and came home. She took care of her youngest son. I would never have thought something like this would happen. Now, bad things happen to good people all the time. You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing new in our community. Little information on the young fella that actually lost his life. Daryn Cox was a student at Bedingfield High School. Following the news of his passing, the school district deployed grief counselors to support students and staff. And that's kind of like the normal kind of going thing nowadays. It's like when a student dies or anything happens that's tragic in the school, they always have grief counselors out and about, ready to step in and, lend a helping hand, helping word, whatever they need to do to kind of like, fix this or hopefully help them grieve a little bit better.
I knew he was going to do something. You can just see he was so fidgetive. He was so anxious. He could not stay still. He had that sneakiness about him. You know what I mean? Like, Like a crazy person trying to get ready to do something like premeditation?
Police took Daryn Jenkins into custody here at his mom's duplex apartment on Snowden Drive Monday afternoon after officers found the two bodies inside. His cousin says they had been stabbed to death sometime between 8:30 Sunday night, shortly after she says she last saw them alive, and 3 o'clock Monday morning, a couple hours before she saw the suspect standing on the front porch.
He's looking like he just got out of a mental ward, or he's getting ready to do something, or he have done something, because the look on his face told me that he done something, because his hand was cut all up, you know. And
Daryn's hand.
Yeah, he had the bandage on his hand.
Kornegay also says she became concerned about her loved ones because of the way the cousins' cars were parked.
I looked over to the side and I was like, why is her car turned this way? She never parks this.
So that was the first indication you...
Yeah, I'm just looking through to see if I can find anything else, but no, I don't. All right, so my thoughts. A mother, two sons, one 25, the other one 15. She was 50 years old. Okay. This is an unfortunate thing because she was actually a proud mother of two sons. Unfortunately, the one son was just, out there in the streets, and he just really didn't connect as far as what she wanted him to connect. He did quite a few things in public where, like I said, his larceny charges, theft, so it's like he's gonna pay little crimes or whatever. He hasn't really done anything to this magnitude. It's unfortunate that he would pick now to do it, and on top of that, it's very unfortunate that you would pick your mother and your brother, you know what I'm saying, the two that might have been in your corner riding with you, you know what I'm saying? So who knows why he did what he did? I can speculate and say, he gets out of prison. What's the first thing a prisoner needs? Clothes, somewhere to stay, some food, some money. They need a whole bunch. Most of the time, they going back to where they came. Hey, Mom, I need this, I need that. Mom says she ain't got it. She taking care of her brother or his brother. You know what I'm saying? You a grown man. You got to do what you got to do. Could have been one of them situations where she was arguing with him, kind of like, kind of let him know that he need to get on his own too and do his own thing. And, I'm speculating now. I don't know for certain, but I'm just picturing it in my mind how something like this would happen. This is a scenario that it could have taken place. And then he could have asked for some money. You know what I mean? Hey, Mom, I need some money. I ain't got it. I mean, you looking for me to do something. Like, you just come out of prison. You got to get on your own 2 feet. You got to do your own thing. Y'all understand, you want this and you want that. I ain't got that money for you. So then he gets upset, probably screaming, arguing with his mom, whatever. You know what I mean? Little brother might have been there, while he was getting at it, because the little brother lived there. He probably was like, yo, you ain't even been around, dog. You been in prison. Now you want to come in here, you want to act this, that, and the third. And then, he's like, what? And they probably got into it. And with the brother, you know what I'm saying, the guy that just got out of prison, him being a criminal, you know what I'm saying, the way that they think, you know what I'm saying, he in that zone, he might have been like, man, fuck this, man, get out of here, you know what I'm saying, and could have offed somebody, could have had a gun, you know what I'm saying, just offed him. Now, it didn't say they shot him, it just says that he murdered him. So what weapon did he use? What was his weapon of choice? Don't know. Don't know at all. I'll see if I can dig a little deeper, but it doesn't say how he did it. So it could have been, it could have just been just your hands. You know what I'm saying? You could have just beat him down. You could have stabbed him. Who knows? We don't know how it happened. It didn't say what his weapon of choice was. So however he did it, you know what I'm saying, he did it. He was that mad that he had to, man, these dudes ain't no good for me. I'm getting them out of here. So, but like, it's just selfish, you know what I'm saying? It's just a tragic situation all the way around. This gentleman get out of prison, you know what I mean? You would figure you would want to get your life together and get it, get back on track. And now you turn on your mom and your little brother, the only two people that you probably have left in your life that was going to give you a chance, you know what I'm saying? So, now you ain't getting no chances. Now you're in jail for life. You ain't never getting the fuck out. You know what I mean? All because you wanted to be selfish and do what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it. This is an unfortunate situation all the way around. Poor family. I mean, you know, Wilson, North Carolina, I'm not familiar with it. I've heard some things. You know, it's a quiet community, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, I mean, you got your wild stuff in every community where you go to, but I mean, for the most part, you talking about the South, it's quiet, it's low key, you know what I'm saying? You got your churches, everybody in church, it's close. I mean, I've been in that, you know, community, you know, where everything is tight knit, and this rips them up. I mean, it's just gonna rip them up, and they're gonna be down for a little bit. You know what I mean? They're gonna be down. You know what I'm saying? This is not good at all. This is definitely not good. Prayers go out to the remaining, you know, family members of this family, Miss Jenkins, you know, and brothers, you know, whether she had any brothers, sisters, any parents still living, I don't know. You know, prayers go out to the whole family. You know what I mean? This is sad, man. This is really, really sad. I can't imagine, you know, somebody killing their own mom. And she had the nerve to say, Lord, thank you. I'm so glad that he's out. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because, you know, she really probably cared for her son. You know what I mean? That's your firstborn. You know what I mean? You want to make sure, you know, even though you might have been a little off, mama going to always love you, no matter what. No matter what, mama going to always love you. Dad might not have been around, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was out the picture. He did his own thing. And the oldest son could have took after his dad. You know what I'm saying? Dad could have been a criminal. You know what I'm saying? He could have got killed. I don't know what happened to the dad. I didn't mention anything about the dad. I'm just speculating. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the gist of the story is this kid gets out of prison and kills his mom and his little brother. Like, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. You know what I mean? She was so glad he was out, and then bang, you know, a week later, you dead. Like, family's thicker than water, but sometimes it ain't even worth it. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. You know you got those family members in your family that you want to steer clear, far away from. Don't come nowhere near me or mine, okay? And you know who they are. At this point in the game, when you get to be an adult, you know who they are and who they aren't. You know what I'm saying? Who you can trust and who you can't trust, regardless if they family or not. You know what I'm saying? So, this is an unfortunate situation, but, you know, hopefully something good comes out of this. I don't know. I don't know what good can come out of it, but who knows? That family is just ripped to pieces. Gone. One sweep. Unbelievable. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. To be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. All my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that like button right there. Hit that like button. Smash it. You know what I mean? And push these videos out to people that want to watch the video. Let everyone know that, hey, this video is worth a look. So let's go take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's free to you. You know, it's great to me. So do me that favor. I definitely appreciate it. Meantime, while you're doing that, head on over to my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. You know, and we want to, you know, put more information, put more emphasis on, you know, TikTok. And I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to still keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. And we'll post, you know, on all the other sites or whatever we got to do to get the word out. And come visit the merch store. The merch store right there. And, you know, go visit and, you know, we'll definitely appreciate your purchase. My next video, I'm thinking about talking about the state of the youth in America in 2025, okay? It's gonna be a long one. I asked you guys to come out, you know, support, you know, just watch the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna offer my take, some solutions, how we can do, and then the conclusion. So, you know, it's gonna be next coming up. So it won't be a short one like this one, but probably be like an hour long. So I would love to have you guys support. And let me know you like it, the like button and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to push these videos out for everyone to see and people that need to see it. With that being said, I love every single one of y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Gotta be careful out there. Peace.
Get to the scene, oh, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing no knees. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and this man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down.